You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Man, this has been one crazy week. I don't know if I'm going through football withdrawal or what, but man. But anyway, it's been stuff going on in the sports world. We got to talk about. See what's going on here. We got to talk about NFL free agents that's coming up soon. The NBA season about to start the second half. We got college basketball, college coaches going crazy. Don't forget the Winter Olympics is going on right now too. Jordan and NASCAR crap. We got NBA tanking issues. Man, we just got a lot of Bears. Got relocation issues. Well, we got a lot of stuff, crazy stuff going on. But anyway, it's been a whole week. Let's get started. It's time to talk some sports. Red, Coach, all three of you boys in the house today. feel like tonight because the rain is so bad in Atlanta. Feel like it's nighttime right now. But anyway, it's 10:30. All three of you boys are here. Episode 412. Let's get it, baby.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red Rev Sports Show. Red and Coach are coming to you live from the ATL.
Yeah.
Shorty.
All the good reverends coming to you live from Pennsylvania. We come to give you real sports talk because we are real sports fans. We're real sports athletes who have what, gentlemen? Real sports knowledge. So hang out with your boys, Red, Rev, and Coach, for episode 412 of the Red Rev Sports Show. And as is our sports custom on this show, we now turn our numbers attention to our numerologist on this program, Coach Patrick Thomas, who's going to give us someone associated with those three digits, 412. What you got for us, Coach?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's 412. I don't know what my boat gonna get today. I've been riding high pretty good, but I think I may take a fall today. But I still got one. I came up and I did some research, and I looked around the NBA sports landscape, and there are only two guys in NBA history who have worn the number 41, and that's Dirk Nowitzki and the Hall of Famer from way back in the day, back when we were black, Wes Unseld for the Washington Bullets. So today the 41 goes to the two guys, the only one 41, Wes Unseld, future Hall of Famer, and future Hall of Famer, Dirk Nowitzki. Rev got that look on his face, so I'm ready for what I got to take it.
I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. You're saying they're the only two that have ever won 41?
Yes, sir.
You talking about in the league?
Yes.
Or like the only two that's won something with 41?
I believe they're the only two that won it.
No, Coach, there have been other folk who wore number 41.
We'll have to check it out. I'll go back in my research department.
Yeah, research that. Yeah, that one right there. I know because I remember one of the boys from Kentucky. What's his name? He was on that team with Cat Williams. He wore 41. But yeah, there have been a few more people who wore 41 than just two people.
Coach, you almost had me for a minute. I wasn't sure, but I would have gave it to him. I was thinking he was right.
No, it may be like won a championship or won something, maybe something along that line. But
okay, yeah, you're right. They're the two iconic players. Let's put it that way.
All right, yeah, let's do that. We could definitely go with that. All right, thank you. And we see that Winston is already representing Revenite Nation. What's going on, Winston? And thank you so much, man. What's going on, fellas? And chat, smash that like button. So listen to what Winston said. We truly appreciate you liking and sharing. And Winston right now is the only one who's chimed in. We still will say welcome to the Revenite Nation. We hope some more of them will come on in. We invite your chats. We invite your posts. They help us carry out our show each week. But again, please like.
Early rainy morning in Atlanta, real.
Yeah, you're right. Lambert did right. He either wore 41 or 40. Lambert may have more than 40.
Yep, he did.
Yeah,
Glenn Rice.
Yeah, that's not Glenn Rice. I remember.
Glenn Rice won. Yeah, Glenn Rice won.
Why I remember that? Yeah, he showed that. He won the ring, Coach. So you got to add him into that because he won with my Lakers.
He wasn't the Glenn Rice that we knew when he was with your Lakers. No. He was a shell of himself at that time.
Good enough. I mean, you didn't have to be that Glenn Rice when you got Shaq and Kobe.
That's true. All right, let's move right on in, man. Let's get to a dope note, Cope, with our dope note and Cope moments for this week. I'll start with you, Red. What you
got? My dope moment goes to the Seattle Seahawks. Once again, another team shows Mophead Trump just how they feel about him. They said, nope, not going to the White House. Don't want to be celebrated by you. Don't want to be thought of by you. we are saying no to you, Mop Head Trump. Good job, Seahawks. Dope.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
Coach, what are you doping on, sir?
My dope moment goes to the U.S. Women's Olympic Hockey team who won the gold medal finally in Olympic hockey. Came out of nowhere. They had a fight for a minute, but they won in overtime. Hope the guys can do it tomorrow morning. So I'm going to give it to the U.S. Women's Hockey team.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to dope on one VJ Edgecombe. Philadelphia rookie won the Rising Stars MVP this past weekend, All-Star weekend. Many folk in the Philadelphia area are loving on VJ Edgecombe. There was a minute where even nationally they were talking about him being rookie of the year. That's kind of dwindled a little bit. But big ups to VJ for being named the Rising Star MVP.
Winning.
All right, Coach, what are you noping on?
My note moment goes to the Portland Trailblazers. Portland. Last time I checked, they've been talking about this tanking and everything. We'll get to that later, but you all gave up 157 points. 157 points in a game, in a regulation game, not overtime, a regulation game. What kind of defense y'all playing? A 1-1-1 or a 2-1-1 whatever? I don't know what y'all were doing out there, but you gave up 157 points. You lost by 53. Come on, y'all. You're an NBA team. I wouldn't be allowed to be on the court or want to be a coach playing like that. So my note goes to the Portland Trailblazers. That was terrible.
Wow. My note moment goes to something that I saw on social media. Many people know about Flo J. Johnson, a standout 5'10" guard for the LSU Tigers. And my note moment goes to her mama.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Her mama is trying to minimize the L that LSU took at the hands of South Carolina. And she wants to go and say that basically Flo J is winning in life more than South Carolina. And she's even winning more on the court with more stats. But she tried to explain the loss away that Flo J is already set for life. Like, come on, man. Stop the foolishness. Take the L like a woman. Like, this does not look good for Flo J. Johnson going in to the WNBA. You know, I mean, this is like a real low. And Flo J, if you're making this money, obviously your mom is probably tied to the money that you're making. Like, calm her down because she's making you look silly right now. Like, she doesn't need to explain. You lost. Take the L. Get them back the next time you play them. So hopefully you'll see them in the SEC championship. But explaining she's winning in life, they stop it. Stop it. Okay? Thank you. She's winning in life. Stop it.
Good one, real. Good. I didn't even know where you go. I didn't even know you were going with it, but yeah.
Red, she need about 12 no's.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just sickening. Red, what you noping on, man?
Yeah, I feel these parents trying to live off these kids, man. That Joe Jackson effect, man. Anyway, who I'm noping on? I'm noping on ESPN NBA reporter David Dennis Jr. David, dude, I like you, man. You seem to be a solid NBA reporter for ESPN. But if you're going to play a game of horse with Mo Williams, and shout out to Mo Williams, head coach at one of the HBCUs, if you're going to play a game of horse with Mo Williams, dude, you got to play better than you did. Mo Williams made 5 or 6 shots on you. You made 1. Then he started turning around, throwing it backwards on you, making shots like that, and you had nothing. don't call the man out, David Dennis. If you gonna perform like that, if you can't shoot, just say you can't shoot. I would have never challenged Mo to a contest because I know he would have beat me silly. But you sitting up there acting like you were gonna compete with him, got your butt straight whooped and making all us light-skinned brothers look bad. So David Dennis, no to you this week. No, dope to your father, David Dennis Sr., a civil rights activist. Learned a lot about him this week. But no to the son, David Dennis Jr. Nope, do you your basketball skills suck? Don't touch no basketball again on ESPN. You hear me, David? Done.
All right. As we get ready to go into the last segment of Dope, Nope, and Cope, Reverend Knight Nation, if you haven't already done so, feel free to put in your Dope, Nope, and Copes. We're coming to you in just a moment. I'm coping with the fact, I'm coping with the fact that the New York Knicks are not truly an NBA championship contender. It seems like every time they play the Detroit Pistons, they add another chapter to the book, Who's Your Daddy? Because, I mean, the Pistons were just spanking them left and right. They were down 2 bigs, Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart, and they still smacked up the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. Like, y'all won the cup, but that cup is not going to run over to the NBA championship. So I got to cope with the fact there's going to be a lot of unhappy New Yorkers by the end of this NBA season.
That was a good one, Real. That was a good one.
Real, what are you coping with?
You said, slap you silly. I got to go back and get that comment you just said, Real.
What are you coping with?
Oh, it's on me. What am I coping with? Well, I guess I stay with what Real talking about. Now, he coping with the Knicks. Let me cope with my Lakers, man. Oh my God. Lakers. How do you continue to blow these huge leads in games and always have to struggle to the end to get these victories? Lord have mercy, you was up on about 20 on the Clippers last night. And I blinked my eye, it's a tie game. I blinked my eye again, they up by 2. Lord, thankfully we had some clutch baskets last night by Luka and Austin. And I have no idea where LeBron was or what LeBron was doing last night. And doggone it, you almost blew the game at the end, LeBron. Oh, thank God Nicholas Batum missed that shot, or we'd be going into overtime. So, Lakers, I know you're one of the best clutch teams in the NBA, but good Lord, do you have to turn every game into a clutch game, no matter who you're playing? Come on now. On the ease to some of these victories, man. I don't want to be sitting up here going crazy until you're going to turn my red into gray watching these third and fourth quarters. Come on, Lake, you got to do better than that. Anyway, you won. So
all right, Coach, what are you coping with?
All right, Rev, I may need about an hour for this one, but I want to condense it to a few minutes. My cope moment goes to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, can you tell me any particular reason that you boxing Mike Tyson? I mean, I want you to look me in the eye and tell me what is the purpose of you boxing Mike Tyson of all the. I mean, everybody, if you got a brain, you know Tyson ain't gonna hit you hard, or if he do hit you, he ain't gonna try to hurt you like he used to do all them other fighters. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, you can't be sick. And anybody that purchases this so-called exhibition, then you must be really bored with your life. Mike Tyson against a heavyweight against Floyd Mayweather. I mean, stop. I mean, no. And then he talking about, oh, after I get through with this professional boxing match with Mike Tyson, I'm gonna come out of retirement. I still have so many records to set. Shut up, Floyd. I mean, you're 50-0. You done fought Logan Paul, Conor McGregor, guys like that who ain't even fighters. Stop, man. Just go ahead and retire. everybody respect you as a boxer, but they lose respect when you have fights like this. I can't. And if I watch it, y'all come check on me because somebody forcing me to watch it.
All right. You have heard our dope, nope, and copes. Now we turn our attention to Revanite Nation. Seems like Winston is holding it down by itself today. Okay. Yeah, Lambier, and then he switched to 40. Okay, I got you. He's doping on Austin Reeves, has the highest, what's that percentage? Anybody know what TS means? TS, percentage of a guard in NBA history? Give us what TS means, Winston. Nope, Michael Jordan. Say more. He's coping with the woman's speed skater who got kicked in the face and almost blinded. Wow.
Yeah, that blade caught her. I'm like, oh.
So, Coach, you've been watching the Winter Olympics, huh?
Yes, sir. I mean, I have to watch. Even when they had the controversial goat on the course running up behind the skaters when they were skiing, they had a goat on the course. They had a dog on the course, big old husky, and they have some good action. The hockey game's been real interesting. I'm a hockey fan, so I watch hockey. And they've been real good to watch them shootouts. Now, the USA, only thing I hate for the USA, I'm going to miss that game tomorrow, so I got to watch the highlights because it's at 8:10 in the morning. That's church time, so can't watch them. So, unfortunately, that's the time over there in Italy. So, I guess they'll have the highlights somewhere along the line during the day. So, it'll be all right. I'll get to watch it then.
All right. I have not watched 1 second of the Winter Olympics.
I've been watching a little too, Real. They a lot of times I don't know what I'm watching, but the competition seems pretty good. The skiing competition. They're going up in. I don't know how they do it, man. Go down them hills. I know I couldn't do it. Jumping up in the air, all them turns, and you got to hold your skis. And one person went up in the air and they skis caught the side of the little tube and. Flat. Once your skis catch that thing, you're gonna fall flat on your face, man. It's like, man, you have got to know what you're doing when you skiing. These are some of the greatest skiers in the world. Cause man, I went skiing once in my life, and let's just say it was a disaster all out there. So the way these skiers out there jumping up in the air, twirling and landing right on their feet, I like that competition. I like the bobsled competition where you push the little car and jump in it and go through the little tube. And man, there's some exciting competitions now. Ain't too many places in America that they can have these tournaments unless you're in Salt Lake City or somewhere high up north. But you're gonna have to go to where there's a lot of snow and stuff to have these competitions. But maybe Denver, I'm not sure. But now the ice skating, I did see the one.
Red, we're not going to spend all day talking about the Winter Olympics, man.
And
okay.
Rev, we had two African American young ladies during this month to win. That's Elena Myers Taylor from Douglasville, who won the gold in the bobsled, and then Layla Kennedy, who won for the Olympic team. So they're two African American ladies who set records.
Thank you for that. And I'm not being sarcastic. Thank you for that Black History moment, because blacks winning golds in the Winter Olympic is like it's not normal. So
no.
This is the whitewash of athletics competition.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Real, excuse me. So you about to give your whole spill on everything you watch with the Winter Olympics. So we'll let you. Yeah. I'm excited for you because you've been watching it for the both of us. That's for sure.
Yeah. We are second in medals now. We are second.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all keep telling me about it because I still ain't gonna watch it, even with you all's enthusiasm. Let's move on to the NBA All-Star Weekend thoughts. Last week, it was showing out in, was it L.A.?
Yeah, LA. The
Where
Clippers zone.
where the All-Star game took place. You had dunk competition, 3-point, Rising Star Challenge. Also, you had the NBA All-Star game. Red, I'll start with you, man. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, it seems like they trying to improve the All-Star game itself. It seemed like it was somewhat of an improvement. I mean, it seemed like they had a little competition out there. So I know Adam Silver trying. It's still not the best All-Star game, but at least if you get the players trying, giving some type of effort, especially on defense, I guess you can chalk it up to a plus because the last few years it has just been atrocious to watch. I mean, no defense, just a bunch of lobs, 3-point shots. I mean, I'm starting to ask myself, are these players morons or something? Do they actually think that doing what they were doing was suffice or good enough for an All-Star game? I'm just seriously. I mean, because Kobe, Jordan, and some of those old school players, do you honestly think they would have won the All-Star game playing just nonchalant, no effort, no defense at all? No. They're gonna get some effort. The old school guys are gonna get some effort. So I don't know if this is just the LeBron era of athletes or whatnot, that just the load management, but whatever it is, you're gonna ruin the NBA. Maybe not now, but a few years, 20 years from now, you guys keep doing this, you're gonna ruin the NBA. So I suggest you guys better put a cork in this load management crap on the court and even in festivities like the NBA All-Star. You guys get paid a lump sum of money, a whole lot of money. So much that you can have all this drama going off the court with your baby mamas and side pieces. No, if you're gonna deal with that, then you're gonna have to come on the court and compete. If you want us to let your personal life slide, then you better compete every chance you get, or else we're gonna start dogging y'all players out because you're not gonna load management during the season and then load management during the All-Star festivities, load management during the preseason, load management what? You're gonna start load management during the playoffs, and then what's gonna happen? So the NBA, you got a problem, and it needs to be fixed real soon. These players have become entitled. They have become diva-like, and you had better put a cork in this Adam Silver, or you are gonna risk losing the NBA real soon. Because there are certain people in this country are not gonna watch these black guys go up and down just acting like divas all day long. Okay, better realize what you're doing. You NBA players have better realize you ain't got just black folks watching the game. Okay, these white folks are not gonna tolerate your diva-like personality. So you better stop it. As far as the NBA All-Star festivities, like I said, it was a good effort the first game. Slam dunk competition is trash. 3-point contest, the only thing I really look forward to on NBA All-Star Saturday night. So that's about sums it up, Rev. I mean, I can get into specifics on the 3-point contest. Devin Booker choked his brains out. I don't understand how Lillard was able to compete in it. And I sure like that Don Knuppel from Charlotte. Lord, I wish you can get that guy on my Lakers because we need some shooters.
All right, Coach, what are your thoughts about the All-Star weekend?
The game was a little better because they changed it up and made them actually play. And old Wembanyama was hot because he lost. Wembanyama was trying to play to win. He was like, "Hey, look here, I'm trying to win the game. Y'all can say what you want. I'm trying to win." And there's a couple players that played pretty well. The games were competitive. It wasn't no blowout. They were like 2-point wins and stuff. They were competitive, which made it look a little better. That's a good idea to have games like that. But the old guys got tired toward the end. They had to play 3 games in a row, and them old salts got tired and lost. So as far as the other ones, the skills competition, I give it a B because you got a guy like Allen Houston who need to be playing today because he couldn't miss. He was hitting all day from the 3-point line. So, hey, may want to watch him. And what's his name? Again, I hate to beat a dead horse, Rev. keep Drewski away from anything athletic. Please. Sending him to do anything athletic. He messes it up every time. All he had to do was throw the ball to the guy to shoot the ball. He throwing balls in the stands. Got people in the front row ducking because he can't make a simple pass. The 3-point contest, B plus. It was a good shootout. Damian Lillard, I don't know how he got to compete, but anyway, he won. And the dunk contest, D. Those guys, what happened to the old school guys who scared to get in the contest because they think they're gonna lose? Moving on.
All right. Let me give Ho. What's up, Ho? Good morning. Fresh out the barber's chair. Happy birthday, Vincent Woodruff. A gift. Yeah. Happy birthday, Mr. VP. Glad that you're able to celebrate another year of life. And he already gave us the Q Lunits later on. So what's up? Hold on right quick, Coach.
I'm sorry.
Good morning, Harry. Glad to have you. So glad to have you today. Go ahead, Coach.
It's H.O.'s birthday tomorrow while he's talking out the barber chair.
Oh, that's why he was fresh out the barber's chair, so he'd be fresh and so clean for that birthday. But let me go give my comments real quickly. To be honest, I missed the All-Star game because I didn't realize it came on at 5 and not 8. And that was like an early time for it because normally it comes on at 8 and it came on at 5. I did see some highlights, and from the highlights, it's clear that the guard has changed in terms of mentality. And Coach, you mentioned Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama he put everybody on notice this will be competitive. Mm-hmm. And typically the attitude towards the game is based on the ones who are the top players in the league. And I think Victor said, I'm one of those guys now. Yep. And we're beyond the LeBron James era who turned it into an entertainment show. Because that's one of the things LeBron did that I'm not excited about, that basically he took the competition angle out of it and just turned it into a highlight show. And one of the things that made the NBA All-Star game what it used to be, especially when we were younger, was the fact that they competed. Like the fact that they would make highlights based on competition, people defending it. And that just showed the greatness of these players when they can make these highlights against other All-Stars while these All-Stars are playing them hard. So that's what made the All-Star game what it was. So big ups to Victor Wembanyama, bringing back a spirit of competition. You can tell he's obviously well respected. And I think Victor Wembanyama, in his own way, when you put this whole world versus Team USA concept together, he's like, I'm trying to beat USA at some point. Couldn't get him in the Olympics, so I'll get him now. So I don't know how long this format will work. We do have a lot of stars that are part of the world, so it may last for a while. But what they did this year was much better than last year, the last few years. Now, you guys, can I help y'all real quickly with the Damian Lillard situation?
Yes, please.
All right, now y'all keep talking about, I don't know how Damian Lillard was able to participate. He wasn't an all-star. He just participated in an event. He's still on a roster. And everybody who's shooting and dunking, they're not all-stars. They just compete. So he's still on the NBA roster. He was healthy enough to shoot, so he had that right to shoot.
Then he should be healthy enough to play.
No, come on, man. You and I both know there's a difference between moving from rack to rack and running laterally and getting hit and all that kind of stuff. So that's a difference. We know he can play a good game of horse right now.
Yeah.
But we don't know if he can sustain playing in a game, because we saw what that looked like with KD. Cost Golden State a championship when he came back too quickly, and that's how Kawhi Leonard won that championship with the Raptors. So you got to be careful with those kind of things. But it just shows how great of a shooter Damian Lillard is. Not to have played, going against guys who have been playing all year long. Devin Booker, one of the best sharpshooters in the league, and he still comes out and wins. That shows you the competitive gene that Damian Lillard has. And big ups to him. And I would say overall, it was a good all-star weekend for the NBA. It was better than previous all-star weekends by far. All right, now at the all-star game, there were some questions brought forth to the commissioner about NBA tanking. So I'm going to ask the panel, is there really an issue with tanking? If there is, what is it? And then also, if you have a remedy, what's the remedy to it? Who wants at it first?
Okay. I was gonna get Coach the flow, but you want me to go first? I'll go. Do I think it's a huge issue? I mean, look, if your team's sorry, you're sorry. I'm saying, it's kind of hard to prove how sorry you truly are. But now, when you send players that should be playing or are healthy enough to play, and you send them, that's an issue. That's my only issue. Look, fans come out to see the big time players play. I don't care what your record is. If you healthy, you better get out on that court and play. I don't care if it's the first game of the season. I don't care if it's the last game of the season. People pay good NBA. Regular folks pay hard, work hard, and you can spend a hard-earned money to come out there and see the NBA stars perform. Now, if you are an NBA star, if you're not healthy, you have an obligation to be out on that court playing. If you consider yourself an NBA star, if you making NBA star money, you better have your on that court every game that you're healthy. If you're not healthy, I ain't got no problem. People get injured. I don't care about. I mean, if you're injured, you can't play. Fine, you sit out. If you can play, if your legs are working, get your out on that court and show and get them fans what they pay to see. That is my only issue with the tanking. I mean, if you can't play and your team just sorry and you just get beat by what coach say 50 points, then that's just what it is. I mean, I hope the fans know how sorry you are so they won't spend money to come see you play. But how do we fix it? Teams from just blatantly tanking like some of these teams have been accused of this season, Rev. I think Indiana, I think Brooklyn, I think a lot of other teams have been fine so far. But how do we fix it? I made a simple suggestion last week. Simple. You don't if you are under investigation or have been fined or investigated or suspicion of tanking. I'm talking about purposely tanking, the type of tanking that's gonna get you investigated, where you send healthy players and whatnot. If you are investigated, fined, or under suspicion for that, you are automatically out of the lottery for that following season. And that's as simple as it can be. If you are trying to purposely tank to get a certain player and we discover it, well, guess what? You're not going to get that player because you are automatically out of the lottery running for that season. And that's how you stop it, Rev. You guys trying to tank to get better players, well, guess what? You're not going to get them because if we find out that you are doing it, you're out. You're out of the lottery and you're not going to get that player. And that's how you do it. You get a lottery spot to a playoff team. And now we're going to see if you're going to keep tanking now. Because if you tank, your lottery spot might go to a playoff team. And you want that? I would take that. I would love for my Lakers to get a lottery spot making the playoffs. Hawks, not so well, but I don't think the Hawks have been one of these teams that have been accused of tanking. But like I say, Rev, you want to stop this, you have got to punish these teams that are under suspicion, under investigation, and have been proven to be purposely tanking. You take that lottery pick away from them.
Let me ask you something real quick, Red. How do you verify if a team has been tanking or not?
That's a good question. I mean, you probably gonna have to, like I say, Adam Silver gonna have to leave it to his investigators. I'm saying, I'm not. If you don't find anything, then you can't punish them. But if you find them to be purposely sitting healthy players, taking players out when they're healthy during games, when you can still be playing, it's probably gonna be tough to prove, real. But if you can prove it, you out.
All right. I'm gonna go to Hold. He got an interesting situation. I heard something along this line this week. He says, I have a solution for NBA tanking. 3 worst records automatically eliminated from lottery. You get picks 15, 16, and 17. And whoever wins the championship, they get into the lottery by default.
Oh, I don't know if that's gonna work now.
Coach,
I mean, number one, if you 3 of the worst teams, number one, I need that to work in the Hawks' favor. It's just so I don't need that working because the Hawks are depending on one of these lottery picks from one of these sorry teams. So,
well, hold on, Randy. Let's see if Coach got something for it. What you got for it, Coach?
Man, please. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to determine if a team tanking. But good Lord, that game with Denver and Portland, that looked like a tank game. If anybody want to look from the outside looking in, you losing a game as an NBA team by 51, and just 2 days ago you scored 135 points. Okay, something not right with that picture. Don't look the optics don't look right. Well,
Portland,
tanking is hard to prove now. I don't think you're just gonna make the last 3 teams suffer. They might be just that bad. Like for instance, and I may need some counseling for this one. The Sacramento Kings, where my boy is suffering with the Kings, who have nothing, and they are legitimately bad. They not tanking, they just bad. They lost 2 of their best players for the year, and then another player went down, and they just bad. So you can't really punish them for being bad just because they finished last. That's kind of hard to figure out. But some of these teams have a built-in excuse, like with Indiana, you got Halliburton out there, their main card. They still shouldn't be that bad, but that's a big. He runs the ship, and he's gone. He hadn't played this year. And then Boston will make everybody look bad, I guess, because Boston said, well, we lost Jason Tatum and we winning. So, but they got good players. So it's kind of hard to prove to me how if somebody legit tanking. But I guess somebody would have to sit there and watch a game and see guys go down and just jack up any kind of shot. Or if they shoot all 3-pointers for a quarter or something like that, you can tell then, I guess, if you're looking that hard. But it's kind of a gray area. So I don't know what a actual solution is. It's gonna be just tough to find one.
Well, I mean, there are some cases where it's undeniable, and they are undeniably tanking. For instance, the Wizards. They trade for Trae Young and basically told Trae, you're not playing for the rest of the year. They traded DeBrow, Anthony Davis. He's supposed to be out for a period of time. He's going to be out for the year. They did those trades in part because they didn't want these guys to play because they're trying to keep their top 8 protected pick. And I think that's where the NBA may have to start intervening, where these picks, if you're going to trade, you got to trade the pick, not no top 15, lottery protected, all of that stuff, because that right there is just not healthy long term. Because you're seeing a team like Washington, they're doing their best to stay under 8 so that they can keep their pick, because if they get past 8, then their pick goes to someone else. And that incentivized thinking.
Now, see, Rev, there's no guarantee they're going to get him. There's still no guarantee they're going to get within that top 8, though. They could still fall out of it, and then now you're looking stupid. And if I know that's your plan, if I know that's what you're trying to do, see, now, because see, what you just said, we can literally prove they're tanking, right? If you listen to you,
In that
say you an
situation,
investigator.
I mean,
Okay.
I give you another example with the Utah Jazz. They were up by like double digits, and then they benched their starters and never put them back in the game for the rest of the game.
See right there?
Those are examples of tanking. The problem is that the NBA is going to fall into a problem with is the fact that there are no real standards that are written to dictate what tanking looks like. And because of that, the NBA will have to be careful taking away draft picks and things of that nature, because those type of owners who got a lot of money, they'll wind up trying to sue the NBA because they're trying to.
You would have to do a due diligent investigation. But if you do the investigation and you come up with what you came up with, like, wait a minute, you guys set 5 players who were healthy. What was the reason for that? And you don't give me a good reason, boom, guilty. You are guilty. And now Utah, you out the lottery. Washington, I find you guilty of what you're doing. You out the lottery. But I'm saying stuff that you can blatantly see, like you just sitting there watching and saying, yeah, it look like these 2 guys tanking. So now I'm gonna put my investigators on them 2 teams. And if it come back the same thing with what somebody who just blatantly watching comes back with, if you come back with some type of proof that you think those 2 teams are tanking, when it was warrant an investigation because we saw something that didn't look right, I got y'all out.
Yeah. Well, they would have to have something in writing, because that's the kind of stuff that gets you sued by NBA owners.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I would I wouldn't just say you out. I'm going to investigate first. I'm going to send my investigators down there. We're going to do a diligent investigation. And if they come back with something, then I got calls.
Okay.
Real.
Yep.
Real. I forgot. And I'm remiss. I forgot. This doesn't have anything to do with tanking, but it has. I guess it kind of sort of. When David Dennis actually looked in a camera with his own mouth and said that they should abolish the draft and that college players should come into the league as free agents. I said, you have got to be out of your complete mind. Oh yeah, here come AJ Edgecombe. Here come what's his name? Somebody like Darius Akoff from Arkansas. Oh wow, I better go to San Antonio. They look like the best team. Let me go to them and help them out. Or here come another, the boy from Kansas. Wow, I'm a free agent. Man, let me go to Oklahoma City. They got the best team. Man, the sorry team won't get nothing. And I'm like, where did he come up with that idea from?
I saw 3 of his segments on First Take, and he's arguably one of the worst persons that they brought in, because
I told y'all don't go them earlier today. Y'all thought I was joking.
Yeah. He said stuff for clickbait, not for purpose.
And be coming on there so angry too. Like, dude, you making us light skinned brothers look bad. Stop coming on there so angry with the stupidest suggestions possible. God. You see a Rev, he coming on there all angry and stuff, like, dude, what you angry for? Man, let me tell y'all what's going on. He like, dude, David, relax.
Yeah, it's funny. All right, let's move on, man. College basketball notes. Coach, you're the college basketball guy on the panel. What you got for us?
Rev, today ought to make you feel good, Rev. You've been trying to get back into college basketball. Today should be your day. You got number 3 against number 1 and number 2 against number 4. You got number 5 against number 20. You got, this is a day for college basketball. This ain't March Madness. We still in February. And you got all these heavyweight matchups on the day. If you like college basketball, today if you're trying to like it again, today should be your day to get back in it. Michigan against Duke, Arizona against Houston, Iowa State, BYU. Those kind of games, they ought to get you revved up right now. You ought to be ready to get back into it and watch a few games and say, okay, This is college basketball. This should be it. The stars are coming out to play right now. Duke, and all that, I hate that they're not playing in one of the home team spots. They playing Duke and Michigan playing in DC, but they got Duke out there doing a shoot around now, and that place is packed pretty much with people trying to just watch a shoot around. So yeah, this is where we get you back, Red. We pulling you little by little. We throwing out the bait, saying watch us today.
Well, I mean, this is the most, like I said, I've watched college basketball. I've never seen in recent years the star-studded power that college basketball has. You see Darius Cuff, his big game in losing fashion against Alabama, and he broke a scoring record for Arkansas in the process. Then you got Street Clothes Light and Darren Peterson.
Oh, Lord.
I'm so out on him, man. I am so out on that guy.
That kid is probably by far the best prospect, but he just can't stay healthy. Of course, you got Boozer. You got your boy Coach's guy. What's his name?
Caleb Wilson.
Caleb Wilson.
Caleb Wilson.
I mean, you got some other guys. I mean, this is what the NBA draft should be with this kind of caliber of players. But it's going to be interesting to see how this March Madness pans out. Jerome K said, ESPN, Entertainment Sports Promotion Network. All right. Anthony Corey said, I have a question. 2 teams cleared the bench when one team was down 16 and tried to take a shot on the end of at the end of the game. If you down 15 or more with 50 seconds left, should they call the game?
I got an answer for that one easy.
Go ahead, Coach.
2 words, Las Vegas, and I'll leave it at that. That's all you have to know. Las Vegas.
You may have to expand. You may have to expand. Anthony Corey, not the most intelligent of sports fans.
Oh Lord. Okay. He said that kid getting NBA ready, taking off games when he's not really hurt. And that's what some people think. He's already participating in low management. Yeah, low management.
And see, Rev, that's why I can't mess with that kid. I liked him for the Hawks, Darian Peterson, but after I saw what he did this week, when you got your own coach, Bill Self, coming out saying, I don't know what's going on. Dude, I don't want no part of you. I don't want no part of you, Darren Peterson, for my Hawks or my Lakers. Whatever team you go to, good luck. Let you take your entitled load management butt to them and stay away from my team. See, Rev, this is what I'm talking about, man. These youngsters already coming in with that mindset. Like, dude, you ain't even got to the league yet. You should be out there for Kansas, balling your butt off to show everybody in the NBA, I am who you want to lead your franchise to the next level. Ain't nobody thinking that right now about Darren Peterson. We thinking about the fact that you got some issues coming.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. I'm gonna just say this to play devil's advocate on the load management stuff. These kids are literally playing full basketball all year round, and they're playing games all year round in some places. And because of that, we have to realize that there's a lot of wear and tear on these bones. And I'm thinking about how hard it was to stay healthy in one season, how hard it is. On one hand, it's hard to stay healthy. But then when you compact all these other games that these kids are playing before they even get to college.
Yeah, I know that's going to take a toll.
Then that's going to be more of an ongoing thing in the NBA. because like many of y'all know by now, I run a sports talk show. Sports talk network, sports network here where I live. And I was talking to the coach. So he was talking about, these guys played like 110 games from summer to the fall.
Is it helping them out?
110 games.
That's a lot.
Now, how in the world can you not expect there to be more wear and tear if that's what the norm is starting to be now? So it's just crazy, and there's going to be some explanations needed to be made after a while.
Now, is that how they used to do it? Is that how they used to do it back in the day? Real?
What you mean?
Like a lot of kids that they felt were gonna be NBA type players, that they play them that much, playing like 110 games or something. Like, okay, you had your school, you played in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would think after your high school schedule, you would take a break and get ready for, your college recruiting and your college game. You telling me they have a high school schedule, and then you may have a AU schedule too.
Mm-hmm.
If you playing AU ball, and you gotta play your high school schedule, you gotta play your AU schedule, and then prepare yourself out for the college recruiting.
Then you got summer league for your team, for your high school team.
See, that's a lot of basketball. Especially now, if these kids are making it, if you look back in 10 years and a lot of these kids are making it to the NBA and excelling, fine. But if you're doing all this and a lot of these kids you working out with are not making it to the NBA and are not excelling, then somebody gonna have to figure out a way to reel this in, because if it's not getting these kids to the NBA and having them have solid careers, then what are we doing all this for? We just wearing these kids out and putting them in a bad position when it's time to go pro.
Yeah, I agree. Winston said persons need to hold a press conference, release a statement on social media, because right now, if it looks like your heart is in the game, money can't buy love of the game. That's for sure. Vincent, so this Jerome Case said, I don't think it's just low management. The kid's trying not to get hurt, and it's going to work too. The NBA will not shy away from him. He's taking a different path to his professional career. Let him cook.
Get him, coach.
Young man, Mr. Peterson, here's the only problem I got with your situation. Aren't they paying you?
Yeah, you're pro.
So it'd be different if they didn't pay you and you were sitting out. I could almost understand, but they are paying you, sir. You're not doing this for free. You're getting paid. And see, you making and Bill Self, it makes you look kind of bad that this guy could just take himself out the game, and you sit there and look like, okay. No, you are the coach. I mean, there's a way you can systematically say, okay, Kansas have been getting leads on teams, and they've been getting ahead of teams. Rest time. Come on, he can come out then. He don't have to play. He don't have to play the whole game every game now. That's not what they're trying to do. But for you to do this all year, every time you look up, oh, I can't play. I got a sore toenail. I can't play. My finger hurt. Stuff like, no, that's not basketball. That's not good etiquette. You are getting paid to play. And for you to say the teams ain't gonna shy away from him, oh no, there already been talks of teams saying, how can we trust him when he get in the league? He may feel the same way and may try to do the same thing. They're already shying away from him. And it's not looking good for him. Without a doubt, he's the most talented player I've seen when he plays. Oh my gosh, he can get off a shot on anybody.
Anybody.
He can outplay most of anybody in the league. But you're not going to get your way every time. Like, Today you come to the court, look at the court. The court look a little raggedy. I don't want to play tonight. Stuff like that. No, sir. No, sir. You getting paid to play, sir. I'm sorry. I can't agree with you on that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, coach, I'm with you, man. Like I say, I'm already. I was on them at first. I was on them for about a month, and then I started hearing some of this stuff. Like, and then after what he pulled this week with Bill Self, I'm done. I don't even want to go further with this kid. And if he has a good NBA career, I will be shocked. But I give him credit. But right now, with the path you on, DP, dude, I just don't see, because like Coach said, if you go into the league, if you already got this mindset now, how is it gonna get better if you got this mindset now at what, 18, 19? So what, your mindset is gonna improve as you start making more money, as you start getting more access and more noticeability. Dude, I'm telling you right now, Coach, he is gonna love everything about the NBA that don't have nothing to do with playing on the court. All the accolades, all the rich stuff, the chartered flights and all that stuff. He'll love all that. All the ladies and stuff, all the extracurricular stuff. What about your love for the game on the court? And somebody had a nerve to compare this boy to Kobe 2 weeks ago. Kobe, are you kidding me? Kobe, the guy that played with a broken finger, bro, the guy that played no matter what, and you gonna compare him to my guy? Please. And I want to say another word before please, but please, okay?
Hey, Rev. Go ahead, Rev, because I had to ask you a question.
Jerome K said again, the NBA is not going to shy away from that kid. Trust me, let's see wherever he goes on draft night, top 3.
Fine. Go ahead. Sorry.
He's getting 20 points and checking himself out and then ducking the best matchups. That's the literal sense of stat peddling. And I've read Jerome K said it's the Kawhi Leonard model.
Kawhi
Leonard. I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay, so
Anthony,
go ahead.
Anthony said, I forget his name, but I remember the guy from Georgia who was drafted by the Kings and pitched fit. He turned out okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So he turned out okay. That means what? We don't have to worry about Darren Peterson. You guys are giving these horrible examples, man. None of this has to do with DP. Come on, man. If you're gonna give some examples, give some good examples.
Hold up. So, how does he think his teammates feel?
Right.
I don't know if he
don't
cares
care about them.
Yeah, he don't care about his team.
That's something they trying to win a national championship.
You're a selfish player, Jerome. So you want to support a selfish player that's already dealing with load management? I ain't no fan of DP. Sorry. DP can eat it.
All right, gentlemen. Let's push the pause button right here. We're in the halftime of the Red and Rev Sports Show. We thank everybody for watching. Yep. Hopefully you have enjoyed your Red and Rev Sports Show featuring Coach Experience. For the first half, we'll be right back after halftime for the second half of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Got some basketball, got some football to talk about. So we'll be back. All right. Coach, thanks for that solo. All right, we're back on for the second half of the Red Rev Sports Show. We're going to get into our 5 for 5 segment where we talk on a particular topic no more than 5 minutes. Our panelists will get 45 seconds solo to talk about it, 15 extra seconds. And then while they're talking, you go ahead on Reverend Knight Nation and feel free to comment in the post section, and we'll read your comments after the panelists have spoken their piece about the subject matter. We have already been given our cue from our vice president who's celebrating his birthday, Mr. Vincent
Happy
Woodruff,
birthday.
the vice president. So we're going to go ahead on and we're going to dedicate this Lunas to the birthday boy who always says, Hugh Lunas. So this one is for you, Mr. VP.
Fellow Pisces.
All right, let's do it. 5 for 5. First topic at hand. Tyreek Hill gets cut by the Miami Dolphins. And now, will it make sense for him to go back and play with the Kansas City Chiefs, who he helped win their first championship before they released him and he went with the Miami Dolphins, or traded him, and went with the Miami Dolphins. Red, what you got?
Of course so. But first, we're going to have to take a few hits. Soon as Patrick Mahomes walk in the locker room and see him there again. You're back, ain't you? Yeah. Thought it was all good down there in Miami. You thought Tua was going to take you somewhere? Oh, I know you needed me. Well, welcome back, buddy. I knew you weren't going to do nothing down there in Miami talking all that stuff. But anyway, he needs to go back to KC. He should have never left. But he got his little money. But, it would be good for him to go back to KC. I think that's where he should finish his career, with a quarterback who knows him better than anyone else, a quarterback who gave him the best moments of his career. And he seemed to stay out of trouble when he was in Kansas City. So, yeah, go on back. I know a lot of Falcon fans think he would be a good fit here. Maybe, but we just not stable enough right now. We should be bringing in a new regime. We're trying to figure out our QB position. That's not what Tyreek needs right now. Go back to Kansas City where you know what's what. Stable, everything. Offense, Reed know you. Patrick know you. Even Eric Bieniemy, who's back, know you. So you see, they bringing everybody back to Kansas City. Eric Bieniemy, Kelsey. Come on, Tyreek on back. Get the whole crew back together.
Coach, what you got, man?
Considering the situation with the Chiefs at the skill positions, your wires, Rashee Rice getting sued by somebody, so you don't know what's going to happen on that end. Travis Kelce going back and forth like a yo-yo. Don't know if he want to retire or not, so you don't know what you're going to get with him. And your other receivers, you got my boy, Hollywood Brown, who up and down. And then you got a couple more guys. Tyreek Hill will be well served to be back in Kansas City. I think he'll help him because he knows the system. Come back with Bieniemy at the helm. It'd be a smart move to go to Kansas City. Now, if he try to go to Buffalo, well, be used to coming up and getting to the big game and falling short. Go back to Kansas City, son.
Let's see. Do we have one comment? Patrick is a real leader. He's never glow. Okay.
Right.
Let me ask you this question. You both have spoken in the affirmative for Tyreek to go back to KC. Should KC want him, not knowing if he'll be the Tyreek Hill that they had the first time he was in Kansas City? Will this injury slow him down? Will this injury take away his superpower, which was his speed? If he's not the speedster, that they still want him. Anybody got a comment for that?
Yeah, that's what contracts are for. Incentive-based contract, baby. Say, hey, you do this and do that, we're gonna pay you. You don't do that, we ain't gonna pay you. Incentive-based contract. If he don't like it, well, go somewhere else. And Kansas City will be still near the top, winning, and you'll be Tyreek Hill, former superstar.
Okay, Ray, you want to chime in?
As long as he come over there, act right, even Rev compared to what the receivers y'all had these past few years, even an 85% Tyreek Hill is better than some of what y'all don't had the last few years. So, I mean, in the way medicine is today, I don't think he'll lose that much speed. The way the doctors are fixing ACLs these days, he might lose a step. I don't think he'll lose 3 or 4 steps. And even Tyreek Hill losing a step is still better than something what y'all had these past few years. So as long as he can still run his routes and find that open hole in the defense, Mahomes will find them. He can be useful over there. And then, like Coach said, make the contract incentive based. Don't put everything in there all at once. Let them earn some of that money. And then, you protect yourself as a team. Let him go out there and make the plays. And until he proves he just can't do it no more, you keep him around. Because what you do know is that he has chemistry with Patrick Mahomes, whereas a lot of other receivers you had these past few years have not.
All right, Revenant Nation is chiming in really nice on this one. Winston said Tyreek already doing squats, and to be honest, even if he loses a step, he'll still be faster than 80% of the league. Anthony Corey said, never go back, end of advice.
Shut up,
Jerome K said, Rev Hill knows the offense can still reunite Clips route. Okay. How can he be a revised Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Kupp.
That's serviceable, but they need a number one. Horace says he should go back just because KC is where he got to start him. Go back for the fans to get them excited again. I'm a fan. I just don't know if I can get excited if I don't know if Tyreek Hill is the same guy that we lost. Like, I'm not excited about what I saw in Miami.
Tyreek.
And, so I don't know. But never, let's go to the next one. All right. Next topic at hand. Should Jason Tatum return this season for the Boston Celtics? What should I say about this, Coach?
Absolutely not. Really, I don't care because I ain't know. You know what Jason Tatum did to me back on that cold day against North Carolina, so I ain't gonna talk about that. But still, no. He's practicing, but he's not. I ain't heard him say it looks real good. I heard him say serviceable. And Boston is looking real good without him. They're looking real good without him. As a matter of fact, Joe Mazzulla probably could be coach of the year considering what he did. So, I mean, everybody will say, oh, he's going to come back and he's going to automatically get him scoring. That's not a guarantee with that hamstring. Remember, there have been certain players who tried to come back quick off the hamstring and not hamstring, Achilles, and didn't work out. So, may want to be careful. You can miss a year. It's not going to hurt anything.
Okay, Red, what you got?
I agree with Coach 100% on this. The only gripe I have is instead of what Tatum did to your Carolina Tar Heels, I just hate to Tatum play for the Celtics. And you know how I feel about the Celtics. So, like you, I really don't care about the Celtics. Really don't care about Tatum that much. But just talking in general, absolutely not. The Boston Celtics are winning without you. They don't need you right now. And you better be smart, homeboy. You got a whole career left. You got at least 5 or 6 good years ahead of you if you do the right thing and take care of yourself. Haven't you watched all these other guys who came back early? Durant, Kawhi, some of these other guys who rushing back? No. Take your time. Get 100% healthy. Like Coach said, we ain't hearing it. It's all that. It's just serviceable. Serviceable ain't enough, dude. This was a serious freaking injury. You don't want to play no games with no Achilles, man. That is not smart. So whoever in this camp telling him he needs to come back and play, they are doing you a disservice. You need to fire that clown right now because you coming back to play this season is a huge, huge mistake. Out for the season means out for the season. Okay, I don't care what Boston is doing. I don't care how you feel when you practicing on the court without no defensive players or nobody out there with you. I don't care how you feel playing pickup ball. You are out for the season with an Achilles injury. Take care of that Achilles and get back 100% healthy. Or I'm just gonna think of you as a uncertified, unmitigated moron.
All right, let's see. What's up with you, Joe Black? Glad to have you. Jerome K said, no, Jason needs to ensure that protects his long-term career. Now, here's the issue. And I agree with both of you. Here's the issue. The issue is more with Jason Tatum, right?
I believe it.
It's hard to sit there and watch your team win at the level the Celtics are winning without him. I experienced that to a very small scale degree of what Tatum is experiencing my last year at Morehouse. I started the season on the injured list. The team came out the gate without me 3-0. So basically, there was the thought, are we going to be fine just without Mike? And that played with my psyche. That played with my psyche. And to be honest, I can say this 30 years later, I was hoping they would lose the game at some point. Because I don't
now, real, who y'all playing? Were y'all playing a tough competition or just a couple of cupcakes?
Well, no, we were playing some out-of-conference competition at the time, and, it was decent competition. So they weren't playing cupcakes. But, eventually by the time I came back, it was clear that they needed me, right? So Jason Tatum, I'm sure is like, look, this wasn't expected that they're like the second highest seed in the East.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I thought they would play
as a contender without me, and I'm supposed to be one of the top guys in the league. So that's really messing with his psyche. And here it is. He would probably try to come back. He would like to come back early, risk injury to not give them the chance to win a championship without him, then to sit out the year for them to prove or show they can win the championship without him.
I don't think they're going to win a championship. They are playing much better than we anticipated. I mean, I never would have thought they'd be, top 3 in the East without Tatum. But I don't think they can get all the way to the championship without it. It would be nice to see. I mean, it would be interesting to see how far they could go, but just really taking a look. What's up, Coach?
Red, you falling victim to Rev's Logic 101. That he gonna bring that logic in there and destroy every kind of theory we got. He did it again. Talking about the male ego. Just butchered everything we had to say. The male ego came into question, and now they're gonna make Jason Tatum like, I gotta get in the weight room. I gotta get on the court. You're right. He probably is gonna try to play.
Yeah, if Jason watching the show, man, he's probably gonna play.
He's watching the show right now.
Listen, I experienced it on a much smaller scale, so I know what it's like. And that man's reputation is much larger than mine ever was when it came to basketball. And it's going to be, here it is. It's Jaylen Brown's team now.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Come on now. How many of us can deal with that? Jason Tatum was supposed to be the man. And it's clear Tatum ain't taking a dribble this year if we win this thing. This is my team.
Yep.
Real, let me say, Boston 36-19, second place in the East without Tatum.
Without
Now,
Jason
you got a
Tatum.
point. Because if Kobe, I could already say if this was the Lakers and Kobe watching the Lakers win without him, oh boy,
Yeah,
he gonna be in that gym. Ooh, ooh, I gotta get back. I gotta get back. They ain't winning without me, baby.
exactly. That's what those kind of players do.
Yep.
Winston said Tatum needs to sit out, let the Achilles heal properly. Him rushing back signals he's scared of Brown taking over the team, even though Brown is better. You can't keep both their contracts long term.
That ship has sailed.
Jerome K said another issue is that Jason needs to ensure that his sponsorship deals keep him at a highly paid level. Celtics are literally in the same position they were in last season, second in the East. Just this time, there's no Tatum, KP, or Horford. Brown is showing them that none of them are necessary. See, that's the kind of stuff. That last comment is the type of comment that made Jason Tatum go to the whirlpool a little longer to get another massage on the Achilles.
I know, man. Y'all gonna make the man play. Y'all keep saying that they don't need him. This is Brown's team. Jason Tatum is unnecessary. Man, they gonna trade. Y'all gonna have the fool on the trade block soon.
But you see, imagine now these are the type comments that we're getting on our show that's not even Boston oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what's being said in Boston.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now, think if we were in Tatum's shoes, all of us would feel some kind of way.
Yep.
Yeah, we'd be I mean, I definitely understand his mindset now. After sitting back listening to the segment, I can definitely understand his mindset. Now and then, you sharing your particular story. So yeah, we see where you're coming from, Tatum. But hey, you gotta be smart, man. Look, even if you might have to leave Boston and reestablish yourself as a baller somewhere else. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. But you got to be smart, man. That Achilles, Rev, did you have an Achilles injury?
No. Mine was a meniscus tear. The Achilles is much worse. Yeah, much worse.
But yeah, Achilles, man, you have got to be careful, Tatum. Like I say, I understand. You might have to just take the heat with Jaylen Brown getting all the praise. And you're gonna have to maybe prove yourself. But look, at least you'll be able to play to prove yourself. You come back and mess that Achilles up, man. No matter how much praise Brown gets, you're gonna be the GOAT because you can't even help him now because you don't re-injure yourself. And now it's gonna be you're gonna definitely be gone from Boston. It really, really will be Brown's team then. So you just gotta be smart. I know, yeah, Rev. I know it's a tough mindset to be in. I can definitely understand that mind. I understand the mindset. It's a tough
Let me say this. Let me say this. I am in total agreement on what he should do. And that's to sit out. I'm in total agreement. I'm just making the argument from his mental perspective. I can see why he might think different.
Yeah.
But I'm
with
really
you. Yeah. They don't really have. It's just Brown leading the show because I can't even tell you who else on the team. I think they didn't make a trade for Anthony Simmons, one of those young guys.
He gone.
That's what I'm saying. Who else on the team? So who else on the team besides?
You got White, you got Pritchard. You got White, you got Pritchard, you got Hatcher. I forgot that. I think that's last name.
They got Vucevic. They got Vucevic in a trade.
Got him.
That's they traded away Simon for Vucevic.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Lucy.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So let's be honest though. Brad Stevens is the reason why the Celtics are where they are. We can talk about Jaylen Brown, but that dude is a genius.
He is.
The way he puts together this team. Brad Stevens is the reason why the Celtics can remain relevant and not having the pieces that they are accustomed to having, because he has a good eye for talent. As a former coach, He knows how to bring chemistry together, and he just understands the game. Like, I would say he's better at his job than Ainge was.
Yeah. They never won on Ainge.
Jerome said the Bulls was Pippen's team until Jordan came back. We saw that. Come on, that's two different scenarios. Come on now. Pippen was never on Jordan's level. We knew. Yeah, that's not a good comparison.
Oh my gosh.
The UCLA coach ejects one of his players for a flagrant foul the other day in Big 12 in a Big 10 play. Red, what were your thoughts about Cronin ejecting his own player?
This was gonna be good.
Yes.
Well, I was surprised. Like, man, dude, why are you so hard on the guy? I mean, he got fouled, and he just went back down there and gave another hard foul to I think the guy that fouled him. But man, I guess I don't know Mick Cronin, coach. This first time I'm seeing his antics, but man, dude, what's up with that? I mean, was this guy a good player? Because this guy's a good player, and you pulling stuff like that, he's gonna transfer on you next season. So to me, I don't think I would have did that. If you want to reprimand him, like go off, like come on, man, get in the game and send him to the bench for a while, okay. But it just poor Singletary or Mike Singletary just get out. Like, man, come on, man. If you do that, you better hope that player got the mentality of a Vernon Davis. And I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know the whole situation, but it just, to me, it wasn't a good look. And then you're going off on the reporter afterwards when you knew you were going to get asked about that situation. Mick Cronin, dude, who you trying to be? The next Bobby Knight? Well, you got to win to do stuff, to do moves like that now. And last time I checked, UCLA haven't won anything lately, and definitely haven't won anything with you. So, I don't know, to me, that's a bad look. And man, I'm interested to see what Coach got to say about this.
Coach, what you got, man?
Stay full screen, Rhea. Because all I got to do is say one thing. Stay full screen. Because I want to see your face. Because, Rev, you know who this is. You know who would pull this off. Otis.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you.
What you talking about, John? Coach Otis?
Yeah, God rest his soul, man. God rest his soul. Yeah.
You know he would do that. That's the first thing I thought about. I thought about you. I said, yeah, he'll pull somebody out and then walk them all the way to the locker room.
Well, let me tell everybody.
He was my JV football coach too.
He was my high school basketball coach at Mays High School in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's who Coach is referring to.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had him in JV football, coach.
Wow. That's an interesting comparison right there. Let's keep this train moving. USA versus Canada for the gold in Olympic hockey. What you got, Coach?
You're looking at two teams who got pro players from the National Hockey League playing for each team. But Sidney Crosby, one of the greatest goal scorers, one of the best players of all time of his era, is battling a lower body injury, and they saying he's not going to play. But interestingly, they closed practice. No media were allowed. So that means they're trying to get him ready to play. So I'm thinking he's going to get out there and play. I don't know if he's going to be 100%, but he's going to get out there and play. Now, you got the, what do you call them, the Kachuk brothers, Brady and John. You got Jack Hughes. You got those guys who are going to push hard, and they're going to switch up those lines. And I think the USA is going to be, I say, neither team going to score more than 2 goals. But somebody going to win either 2-0 or 2-1. And I'm pull for the USA. Like I said, I'll watch the highlights later on. But I'm going to pull for the USA to see if they can sneak out a victory.
Red, what you got, man?
I hope you are pulling for the USA, coach. Yeah, me too. Like I say, Sidney Crosby, you got the only American player that I know right now. I mean, I can't remember if we had any other. It's amazing that he's still playing too, because I remember I swear Sidney Crosby was a phenom back when we was in high school, wasn't he around? And in fact that he's still going right now, man, it lets you know how hockey is a longevity league. And I'm trying to think, I can't remember any other phenoms that have came to. I'm sure it's been some, but I can't remember right now. I know Wayne Gretzky, and I know the guy that played with the Washington Capitals. I don't think he's gonna be on the USA team. So of course I'm pulling for my USA to beat Canada. You know, Canada is hockey is their baseball, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a stacked team. But hey, man, we got some players too in the USA. Maybe not like the Canada players, but we got players. So I'm gonna pull for USA coach, and hopefully we'll have another miracle, uh, on our hands soon. Maybe have a TV movie or something. But we got to win the game first.
All right, let me go back. I missed some comments from the last conversation. Actually, it was back to Tatum. Jerome said other people's money may be talking to Tatum. He's a brand, and they may want him on the court. I hope he can outlast his sponsors. Winston on the Cronin situation. Cronin setting a tone for his team. What will be accepted, what won't. I think Cronin thought the foul was worse than what it was, but he couldn't backtrack on it. Jerome said Mick came back out and apologized because he looked like a fool once he saw the tape. Always back your player, and the player needs to transfer. Mick could lose the locker room over this. He might lose his job, especially since they're not winning.
I ain't gonna say they not winning, because currently in the bracketology they got a number 12 seed. So I ain't gonna say
they got blown out a couple of times. Like the last two games haven't been good.
Yeah, so he still I think they're like 17-9, something like that. His conference record might not be that good, but they got him currently in the tournament. So I don't know. This might put him out. Like I said, your team may turn on you. Like, if he'll do that to him, what he'll do to me? Things like that. So
Right.
Yeah,
now, how you gonna recruit players that see that video right there? I mean, if I'm a high school senior, I can tell you right now, you the last person I'm trying to play for, man. After I just saw that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Last topic. Who would have ever thought we'd be talking about the Bears possibly leaving Chi-Town to going to Indiana, the state where Michael Jackson was born? Indiana wins a college football championship, and now will they be luring one of the most prestigious franchises in NFL football away from Illinois? What says you, Red?
Hey, man, I thought Indiana already had a team. I wonder what the Colts think about this right now. The Bears moving in on their turf. Man, and what's going on with the Bears? You mean ain't nowhere else? I thought Chicago was a big city. There's nowhere else in Chicago you can find to put a stadium. Nowhere in the Illinois area. Nowhere in the suburb of Chicago that you can find for the stadium. How the world they got two baseball teams there with stadiums all over, but you can't find an area in Chicago to build a Bear stadium? Real, this is ridiculous, man. I blame the state of Illinois, the city of Chicago, lawmakers and officials for this blunder right here. As hot as the Bears are right now, you're telling me that they can actually lose the Bears locally, and you mean y'all got to get up early in the morning to drive to Indiana to see my team? What in the world is going on with the taxpayers of Chicago that y'all can't find a spot in Chicago to put this stadium? All the land is taken up, nowhere to find to put this new stadium. This is a travesty, Rev. Just completely crazy, man. No way the Bears should be moving. Got to go all the way to Indiana to get the stadium they want.
All right, man. Coach, you feel the same way, Red?
Welcome to the game between the Green Bay Packers and the Hammond Bears. Yes. Get your tickets ready. Hammond is coming in at 0-12, and Green Bay. We got a crowd of about 10,000. So that's how many the stadium gonna hold. Something like that, man. Please, why don't you take a Soldier Field? Has been an institution for years. I know that change is inevitable in some spots, but moving completely out of Chicago because Hammond, Indiana, wants a team. That's the only place, like Red said, in the world you can build a stadium. Come on, y'all, stop.
Now, I'm not sure if y'all know this, but there are certain parts of Indiana it's like a suburb of Chicago. So they're like right next door. So it wouldn't be like a major change. It just wouldn't be Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Like I think Coach would understand this. It's like being let's say, for instance, the Memphis Grizzlies moved their team to Olive Branch, Mississippi. Olive Branch, Mississippi is like suburban Memphis. So it's kind of like one of those situations.
Exactly. Yep.
That's being proposed.
Like what's the
right
distance?
next door?
Like,
Yep.
if you give me a mile distance from where this stadium would be from like.
Now that I can't say, but I would imagine it would be in like what some may deem suburban Chicago in Indiana. It's not going to be like hours away.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you got to be moving to the middle of Indiana.
It's probably so. Like the Eagles have a strong fan base in 3 different states. Because you got Delaware that borders Philadelphia. You got Camden, New Jersey, that's right across the bridge from New Jersey. So they have a strong fan base in each of those 3 states.
I need to look at my map again, man, because it seems like places are closer than I even imagined they were closer to. I had no idea Delaware and Philadelphia that close together. I thought Delaware was way, way up north. Camden, New Jersey? That's close to Philly.
Where I live, I'm only 45 minutes from Maryland.
Wow.
I'm 45 minutes from Maryland. I'm 30 minutes from Delaware, and I'm an hour away from the bridge in Jersey.
Real. It's like when people ask you, where you live? Where do you live now? Oh, I live in Atlanta, but you in doggone what's the city?
Lawrenceville.
Yeah, Lawrenceville or somewhere like that. And you're not actually in Atlanta.
I always say I'm from Coatesville. It's about 45, 50 minutes from Philadelphia. That's kind of how I answer. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Rev, I think Carlos, you live in Philly. Whenever I say, where Rev say, I say, you live in Philly now.
Well, where I live now is being fashioned as Philadelphia. There's some hotels that say Coatesville / Philadelphia. That's how they marketed themselves. And we got, a good population of people that commute to Philadelphia to work. All right. Anthony Corey said it is the same as moving the Braves from downtown to Cobb County. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yep.
Well, if it's the same distance, okay, fine.
Yeah. Let's see. Joe Black says like a 35-minute drive. Jerome Case said, Red, this is called chess. The Bears are not leaving Chicago, just like the Falcons didn't leave for Shamley Tucker. That's a leverage move.
We'll see.
Jerome also said, Rev, the proposed new Indian location. Indian location.
We got the Indian
location. Yeah. Reported to be 2 hours away from the current stadium. I could be wrong. That's wrong. I just can't. Now, you may be right. I don't know. I can't see that going down. Joe Black said, Read, a lot of people work in Philly live in Delaware because of no state tax. That's fact. I'm looking to get some property in Delaware myself so that I could take full advantage of not having to pay any state tax. So there's no tax on anything in Delaware. So me and my mother, when we came here, we went to Delaware to get all our electronics and furniture because there's no tax.
That was smart.
Now in Pennsylvania, there's no tax on clothes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Joe Black said 28.7 miles. Okay. Depending upon if that's interstate miles, that's like a 30-minute drive. If it's not just interstate miles, that could be 45, 50 minutes. So
All right, it's 28 miles away from Indiana to Chicago. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I mean, that's what the stadium's gonna be. 28 miles, not bad.
So that's like having the stadium in Atlanta in like Dunwoody from Atlanta.
Yeah. Or Decatur. Way like, or I say out there with what's that mall and Lithonia? Yeah, Stonecrest.
Stonecrest, yeah, that's it. Yeah, for sure. All right, gentlemen. Well, we've come to the end of 5 for 5, and we've come to the end of the road for this episode. Jerome K said I stand corrected. The proposed stadium site in Hammond, Indiana is approximately 60 to 20 miles away from the Bears' current home at Soldier Field. Yeah, they can't go too far from their base.
Wow, that's not bad at all. Okay.
Yeah, Bears trying to leverage Chicago into paying majority of the stadium costs. And that's how you do it when you get a state that needs professional sports, needs something to boost their economy. You bring them on in to try to persuade the place where you are. If y'all don't do this, then we're going to bounce. You know, that's how they do it.
The whole politics, I get it.
The Jags will be further away next year in Orlando. I didn't know that.
Well, I was saying the Jags moving to Orlando. What you talking about?
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Joe, you just trying to start us up. You think the Jags only listening to you right now? What you talking about Orlando? Look at Joe trying to play politics on our show.
All right, Red, we'll start with you. Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how as we close this episode?
All right, WNBA player, you got a right to listen to us. Y'all better get whatever deal y'all trying to get done. You better hurry up and get it done, because y'all are gonna find out just how relevant you really are. Do you understand? There are plenty of events coming up this year. I think we got the World Cup coming up. We got the basketball tournament coming up, not to mention the NFL and baseball. So y'all keep on playing games with this CBA. I keep telling y'all, sometimes you might have to eat a little bit just to get the way you want. You guys are thriving right now as far as popularity. You don't want to lose that by being unavailable now. So striking is not what you want. What'd you say, Coach?
I called.
Oh, sorry. Striking is not what you want to do. Being locked out is not what you want to do. You have a right to get this deal done ASAP or risk losing everything you built up in the last 2 years. That's all I got to say.
Man, I'm looking at some of the numbers they're proposing, trying to get 27 to 30% of the league revenue. It's like, in what world are y'all living in, man? I mean, like your league was a weight to the NBA because it wasn't self-sufficient for decades. For decades. Owners had not really been making money. And all of a sudden, you're thinking we're deserving of all of this revenue sharing? Like, what? In what world? It's
you better stop listening to Angel Reach, y'all.
and rest assured, I won't lose 1 ounce of sleep if there's no WNBA.
Who will? I'm telling you, it's too much coming up this year. We're gonna be playing games. You got too much competition on sports.
It's crazy.
I miss.
All right,
I miss.
God bless you, man. Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how, Coach?
College basketball. Red FC wants to try to come back. Today is your day. Please try to have some good games where the final score is 85 to 85-2 or something like that. Some good competitive college basketball game. Rev might watch today. He ain't saying he ain't guaranteeing he's gonna watch. Rev might watch. So just give him something to work with going into March Madness. This is your day. I mean, you can't ask for a better day than this. The top 4 teams against each other in all of college basketball. You can't ask for a better day than this. So got to make it worth your while. The channel starts at the game. Instead of them chanting "Go Duke Go," they're gonna be chanting "Bring Rev back, bring Rev back." Yeah, I mean it's right there.
Rev say you better hurry up and get his attention. He's gonna be watching his bowling tournament. Rev, you on mute. You on mute, Rev. You on mute.
Got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Double A, general manager of the Atlanta Braves.
Get him, Rev. Get him.
You have the right to spend some money on some starting pitching expeditiously. You have the right to find you a trade expeditiously on some starting pitching. Do not try to sell us on the farm system. That ain't working. Mm-hmm. I mean, these young guys who are being rushed up, they wind up getting hurt. All 3 young guys that were supposed to be on this year's starting rotation, they've had some type of injury these past 2 years. Waldrop and Schillenbach, Spencer for hire. That's Red's name for them. They're going to start the season on the injured list. Then we don't know if my man Spencer Strider gonna ever be what he was. So, let's stop doing the farm stuff.
Spencer.
Let's find some quality pitching, which will require you to spend some money. So do it expeditiously. That's what you have the right to do. All right. Let's see. Jerome said, let the WNBA be taken out back on yellow or fade away like shade. Oh, well, basically, that's what I'm saying.
That was a good one, Jerome.
He said, y'all keep thinking the Braves are going to spend money. The Braves are a publicly traded team, and their responsibility is not to the fans, it's to the shareholders. They're not going to spend money needed to win a title. Okay. They are publicly. They are a team that's on the stock market. That is true. All right, well, let's thank everybody for watching episode 412. We appreciate you. God willing, we'll be back next Saturday. Same Facebook page, same YouTube channel. Let's see. Joe Black said, now you have the right to redo the whole All-Star weekend. So Joe Black wasn't feeling all for the weekend. Man, I wish you were tuning in earlier, Joe, because we talked about it. I would love to hear what you had to say about it. With that being said, everybody, thank you for watching episode 412 of the Red and Rev Sports Show. We look forward to having you all back. Same Facebook page, same YouTube channel next Saturday. If you enjoyed the show, tag somebody, share it with somebody, let somebody else be in position to become a part of Rev 9 Nation. Until next time, peace and love, everybody. We're out of here.
Word.